So, this is why and how I decided to move everything away from social media over to Substack. So a couple of weeks ago, I went on a silent retreat at a retreat and yoga center in the Berkshires called Kripalu. And they encouraged us to turn our phones completely off for the entire week, to never check them. And the idea was that basically, if you check it once, it can get a little leaky, right? You look at one text, that opens up an email, next thing you know, you're just on your phone. So best not to even touch it. So I knew temptation might get the best of me. So before I went on the retreat, I deleted all of my social media apps. That way, even if I got tempted and I did look at my phone, I wouldn't be able to just easily glance at social media. So I am both proud and embarrassed to say that I did check my phone only twice. The first time was out of pure anxiety. Look, I'm not perfect. A silent retreat is a very difficult experience, and sometimes your thoughts get the best of you. The second time I went on my phone was out of sheer necessity. Really, I didn't know where I was going when the retreat was over. I didn't have a place booked, I didn't know where my destination was, so I had to do a little bit of life admin to decide where I was going. It's probably not that surprising that by the end of the week, when I finally did turn on my phone, there wasn't that much waiting for me. There were some really sweet, encouraging text messages from friends who knew I was going on this journey, some emails, mostly spam, and some really disturbing news alerts because the world we live in is mental right now. But I noticed a real nervousness about re-downloading my social media apps. So I told myself, I'll wait a few days before re-downloading the apps. Then a few days became a week. And now it's been about 2 weeks without social media apps, and honestly, I just feel better. And that is no judgment on anyone who enjoys using these apps. I know there is so much value to get out of them. I have received a lot of value in my life from social media. There's great connectivity, there's great ways to learn about food and culture and travel and news updates. So I'm not dissing anyone who enjoys using it. But for me right now, it just doesn't feel like the healthiest place to be and the way that I want to engage in the world. But I found that I was at a real standstill, because on the one hand, I didn't want to engage with these apps. And on the other hand, I love making content and telling stories and sharing things with my friends and family and people who follow me on social media. I mean, how do you share media if not socially? And look, on this silent retreat, you get really good at listening to that inner voice, the one that's way beneath the thoughts and the chaos of your mind. And I got really still and quiet and asked myself, how do I want to move forward? See, to this point, I've only used Substack for writing, and a lot of you know that because you follow me and read my travels and my scripts and my updates on Substack. But from now on, I'm going to be posting everything on Substack. My videos, meditations, pictures, updates, everything that's going on with me, all of the information and things that I want to share with the world are going to be in this one place. A friend of mine who is a huge social media influencer once told me that every social media app is like its own country. They all have their own set of values, their own laws, their own language, and their own way of interacting with the world. So he told me, identify the country or the app that you enjoy the most and then go speak that language. And as I've kind of tested them all out, I realized that Substack is the country I like the most. You see, here I don't have to trick the algorithm. I don't have to make videos that are specific to Reels, and then videos that are specific to Stories, and then videos that are specific to long form. I can just make the videos that I want to make, upload them, and they will be here for you if and when you choose to watch them. Because my goal is not to trick anybody into watching my content. My goal is to provide information, to provide meditations, to provide things that I think people will find interesting. And if you do find them interesting, engage. And if you don't, that's okay too. I like that this space is sort of like a magazine. It's a way that I can experiment and create and share and engage with you more directly. And here's my promise. I will not bombard you with emails and updates constantly. You will not receive more than 1 email a week from me with whatever newsletter, video, updates that I've posted to my site at that time. And I promise that everything will live here 100% free. Down the road, there might be courses available for purchase or things that I put behind a paywall, but bulk of this content is free and always will be, I swear. So if you do enjoy following me or you want to see what comes next, please subscribe, please share this with friends. I mean, really the idea here is to build some sort of community, so it has to go both ways. Please share with me any ideas, any insights, any thoughts, any other Substacks that you think would be enjoyable. I'd love to read, I'd love to see. I'm really excited to see what we can do on this platform together. So I'll see you next time, and thank you for joining me here.